Man, do I have a story for you guys today? A crazy story, man. I've only shared this story with a couple people to illustrate a very important point that I think is going to kind of get you to fully believe in what is going on here. Maybe understand a little bit more. I first came into touch with this semen retention experience pretty early on, actually, back when I was in high school. And I remember I'd gone 3 or 4 weeks, and I noticed all these things that people talk about now, all these benefits, quote unquote. And it's just crazy to see it all unfold. But that's not what this video is going to be about. A lot of times on this journey, you can be on and off it. It's an experience, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing when you get off it, but you can kind of forget. You can forget, and you can start to question and doubt whether it's all in your head or not. But I'm blessed. I consider myself very lucky, very blessed, because I had a specific experience in my life that, without a shadow of a doubt, I go back to affirm what this practice is, what it can do. And I'm going to share that with you guys today, because I feel like a lot of people talk about their experiences, but you never have anything really concrete. I had something concrete happen. So back when I was in my early 20s, I remember at this point I think maybe like 30, 40 days, and I was on the subway. And the door opens and this beautiful woman walks in. And I remember she came in, and I remember just feeling immediately attracted to her. And it was a sort of attraction I'd never felt before. Like, I felt this incredible heat within my, your root chakra, your lower chakras over here. I felt a huge just energy of heat and this kind of like magnetic pull, as if I was getting pulled towards her. And she comes right next to me, and the train's crowded, and my hand's on the pole, her hand's on the pole. And I'm just like, wow, like, damn, I must be really, I must be wanting today, because, wow, like, damn, this woman is driving me nuts. And so we're on the ride, and the train is bumping a little bit. Her shoulders are touching every now and then. Her hand comes down, touches my hand every now and then. And every time it's just this like electric feeling. And this keeps going on the entire time, and I'm just kind of telling myself, like, relax, calm down, like, dude, I get it, it's been 40 days, but, like, relax. And finally my subway stop arrives. I'm like, all right, well, this experience is over, but I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed every second of it. I felt like I was in this, like, vast water of something. And as I get ready to leave, she also happens to be getting off at the same stop. So now we're getting out of the door kind of side by side, and then we're going down the stairs side by side, and then we're going through the turnstile side by side. I'm like, all right, well, I guess this experience is going on a little bit longer than I thought. Then we're going down another set of stairs side by side, and then she turns to me and she goes, excuse me. Take out my headphones. I'm like, yeah? She goes, I'm sorry, but do you feel that? I go, oh my God. I thought that was just in my head. She goes, no. She goes, it's very intense. What is that? And I go, I have no idea. She goes, it's completely intoxicating. And I go, what did I say? I go, well, no, she goes, you must do this to a lot of women. And I go, what am I? I'm like, I'm not a magician. I'm not a wizard. Like, I wish. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is. And she just kind of laughs, and she goes, we must have been lovers in a past life. She's trying to make sense of it too. And I go, I maybe, I don't know. So we're walking and we're talking, and she goes, well, I'm in my 30s. I'm married, and I just had a 1-year-old. And I go, well, I have a girlfriend. I was with my ex at the time. and we kind of like hugged. We like looked longingly at each other and like parted ways, and she like looked back when she was walking. And it was a really beautiful experience, obviously, since I still remember it. But what made that so incredible was it, to me, I knew what the source was, and that there was this incredible energy that I had built up, and our nervous systems must have just been perfectly in match, but she picked up on it. She felt it. And it wasn't like I was just hanging out and she just like saw me and she liked me. Like I felt this overwhelming magnetic fiery pull toward her, and she acknowledged it first, which I go back to because it means that it's not just in my head, you know? So when we have these experiences where you're on this retention period and you start having all these synchronicities, and you notice that people are looking at you more, babies are looking at you more, animals are looking at you more, there is a thing. It's energy. It's so, to me, it showed me that energy, guys, is very fucking real. It's so fucking real, guys. And you can learn how to channel it, how to magnify it, this is like the tip of the iceberg of what this really means and what we are as human beings in this plane and what we can do. So again, like I say, I'm super grateful and super blessed because, of course, I go through periods where I'm like, is it just in my head? Is it not? Because usually you'll have like subtler things and you go, oh, well, maybe it was just because, this or that. I look this way, I look that way. But I go back to that one because she fucking said something. She felt it. I didn't say shit. And yeah, man. So believe it. Like when you're doing those things, when you're doing it and you're picking up on those synchronicities, know that something is happening. And we're energetic beings, guys. We can pick up on each other's energies. It's usually way more subtle, but a good example I like to give for people who are kind of, unaware of this subject and I'm kind of having this conversation with them. I don't go straight into like me telling them I'm retaining and stuff like that, but I'll say, like you ever go around somebody who's, you're talking to someone and they have an anxious personality and you're kind of chilled out. And then all of a sudden you start feeling a little anxious and you're not sure why. Well, it's because they're anxious. So their energy is coming on to you, So that's what that is, man. And you got to be aware of that. And you got to be aware that, you got to know how to protect your energy and learn how to do all that. And those are all things I do want to talk about because, I've been exploring all this stuff way more this year with breath work, with meditation, with prayer. I've even had an accidental out-of-body experience, not something I was, that's a story for another time. That was completely accidental also in my early 20s. It just happened. I wasn't looking for it. I wasn't even aware of these things. It just freaking happened. So guys, just be aware that this stuff is real, and I hope this story gives you a little bit more conviction. There's a lot of creators out there, and it's great, and everyone's, spreading the awareness of this practice. But I feel like when I hear these stories, there's never something that's really, that I've heard that I'm like, oh, but that's so concrete, or, or they'll say something, oh, like it must be your pheromones, maybe they're smelling this or that, and I'm like, no. It's energy. It's energy, guys. Everything is energy. So it's a Wi-Fi signal, and you're the router. So anyway, that's it for this video. There's so many things I want to talk about. So this channel, it's called The Mog Trader. I trade. I love to trade. I also love, obviously, like fitness and being in awesome shape. So The Mog Trader, the philosophy is just, it's simple, man. We want to mog in life. We want to mog in life financially, physically, spiritually, and so when I'm talking about the Mog Trader, man, we're talking about everything in this channel that's gonna help us level up in all aspects so that we can mog life, man. We're gonna mog life. We don't have to mog each other, but we're gonna mog life together, man. And so we'll see where this goes, but yeah, if you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching. If you want to leave a subscription, that'd be great. Leave a like, help me start growing this channel, and we'll see where we go. I'm also on Instagram as The Mog Trader. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM. If you've had any personal experiences that are similar to this, feel free to share them down there. Something that maybe is as powerful as that, or maybe not as powerful. But let's just let's start a little community here, guys. Let's start a little community, and let's hang out. All right, I'm gonna go hit some legs. Peace.